moral values that he has.
Explain that, what that means.
Oh, hey man, how you doing?
I'm alright.
You got your own
Explain to me
camera?
what that means.
Is that your own? You got your own thing?
Yeah, I got my own
Nice,
thing.
nice. I'll happily
He
be on
said we
camera.
are a pathetic entity.
No, you.
I am.
What?
All right, so what does that mean?
Becoming the lowest.
What does that
Why?
mean?
Let's try and become the highest.
What does that mean?
Yeah, but what has he done?
He was on about exposing me, some nonsense like that.
No, I would say that.
Would you like to expand on that?
Christians have already exposed you and your ideology.
Oh, my ideology of not
Because you are
hating
trying
people.
to assume
My
that
ideology of
Christians
not
hate
hating
people.
people.
I thought you hated
No,
Bob.
I don't assume Christians hate people. I assume you hate people.
I thought you hate Bob.
Ah,
We assume that Bob the
so I
Destroyer
hate
hates
people.
people.
But you hate Bob.
That's why I'm asking you to
You hate
be
Bob.
better.
But you hate Bob, right?
I hate. Bob can.
Wait, mate, that makes no sense. You can't
Bob can be a
hate
man.
and then hate people.
Bob can be a man,
Right.
but you lot encourage him to be the lowest little entity humanly possible.
But you hate him.
You encourage that.
You hate him.
You literally go and you call him names
you
and
get
you.
your YouTube hits off it. That's what you lot do
But you're the one who's advocating for the hate that you so despise.
by stopping hate.
No, by being hateful.
Do I come here?
Do you hate Bob?
asking for
Do
Muslim
you hate
women
Bob?
and men to
Right.
be killed? Do you know
Does
why?
Bob do that?
Yes, he does do that.
Can you show me any video? Show me any
Yeah.
clip. Show me
He's on
anything.
his video things.
Go on,
He
show me
does
where.
it in the crusades. He says we
So-
need to go on a crusade. And
Bob has
Christian-
advocated for violence.
and Christians.
Show me a
need-
single video.
and Christians are not.
Show me a single video.
and
Show us a video.
Christians
Show me a single
Show us a
video.
video.
Are not proper.
Show us a video.
Show us a single video. Then tell us where it
Show us a
is.
video.
Search
You're
for
lying.
it. Go find it.
You're lying right
You know you're lying.
I'm absolutely sure.
No, because we know that
You
Bob
don't
does not
listen.
teach that at all. We know that.
You lot.
We know
don't
him a
give
1,000 times better than
don't
you.
even listen to Bob.
What do you mean? We literally record him.
Yeah, I
How can we
know.
not listen to him if we're standing in front of
I
him?
know the perversion of that.
But you
is
heckle
truly-
him, so how do you
perversion
listen
is-
to him?
the
How do you know what he
perversion of that
says if you heckle
is
him?
Truly unfucking real. That you actually stand in front
now,
of the camera.
don't elevate.
Don't
Don't
actually
elevate.
even listen.
to us.
You, for some reason, have a problem with Bob. You hate Bob.
Yep.
I-
And Christians.
Well, yeah, as far as I can tell.
Yeah. You'd love that to be true.
Well, you hate this
That-
guy who's a
'cause that
Christian?
would
You hate
mean-
Bob who's a
That would
Christian?
mean-
You hate me, though, you?
That would mean.
You hate me, though, you?
Why do you hate him?
You actually have
You
an
hate me,
argument
don't
of
you?
any merit.
You hate
But
me,
you
don't
have
you?
no
I'm a
argument
Christian.
of any merit.
There you go.
I don't get why you hate Christians. I don't get it.
This
Yeah, but you
Christian-
hate them.
the
You can't be like, I hate, by the way, I hate
Because you
Christians.
disguise your hatred in religion, don't make you religious. It just means you describe your hatred in
I don't hate
religion.
you know that.
That's what
I
you
don't
do.
hate you. Do you understand
That's
that?
what Bob Destroyer
I just hate the
does.
things that you do.
And that's what you do.
I don't hate people,
And you
but you hate
proudly,
Bob.
proudly,
Listen to what
proudly
we're
use
saying.
Jesus to justify
Don't
your hatred.
just babble
Okay,
on.
Proudly.
give evidence.
That's what you do.
Give
Justify your hatred.
evidence.
Show
Give
us
us, sorry,
evidence.
mate.
Proudly
Give
do
evidence.
that.
Give evidence.
Give
You use
evidence.
religion
Evidence.
to justify your hate.
Show us evidence.
That's how
You
you get
use your
off.
hatred to justify your own
That's how
actions.
you get off each week here in this
Correct.
park.
But you come
That's
here
what
to
you
yell
do.
and to
That's what you
scream.
are. That's what you think Jesus
Do you
is.
hate Hatun?
You think Jesus
Do you hate Hatun? Do you hate
That's
Hatun?
what you
Hatun?
do.
Do you hate Hatun?
I hate you.
Do you hate Hatun?
Go on, you were about to
Do you
say
hate
it then.
You
Go on.
use hate.
But you use hate.
Sorry,
You
use
explicit.
Jesus and God to justify your hatred of human
Prove it,
beings.
prove it right now.
Yeah.
I'll give you every
Prove
time in the
it
world.
every
Go on
time
then.
you-
Tell me,
every
what is
time
it we
you come
believe
here
that's hateful?
And talk to
Prove
other
it.
people who believe in a God.
Right.
You abuse them for believing in a
Right,
God.
how do I abuse them? Tell me.
That's what you do.
By how? Tell me. Good to see
okay,
you.
it's gone
Good to see you, brother. See, we offer peace to each other, and we offer also a sign of respect to anyone.
Yeah, you offer peace
understand
to
that?
people that bring hate. Well done, you.
What him?
Aren't
What
you
him?
bring
What's he
hate?
done? What's he done?
Aren't you done?
I didn't know Jude was so full of hate.
When-
Hey, good to see you, man. So I just recognised you. How are you?
People bring
I love that hoodie, by the way.
counter when people don't bring hate.
Right.
Oh, they get.
Is this man
abused
full of
then.
hate? Who else is full of hate?
Yeah. Is that man
None of us here are full of hate.
Clip of this man
Go
talking
on.
about Christians.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd love to see it. You see, he can show me video clips of things rather than just claim it.
You actually
can bring
stand in
evidence.
front
You
of
can bring
Bob.
evidence.
You actually stand in front of Bob. And if you can't hear it,
You
then
stand behind him and yell at him.
You can't even.
Let's have a look. Oh, hang on. He's got a video here.
Just good to see.
Bob
So see.
Go on. You accuse us of being hypocritical. I'm talking to
calling all Christians
Christian
Nazis.
Nazis. You call Christian Nazis?
Christian Nazis.
Wow.
Christian Nazis.
Anybody
Yes.
can be.
Listen.
What? Pseudo-atheist Steve is a Christian Nazi?
Defend that.
You can be a
Defend
Christian,
that.
Wow.
Defend that.
Jewish.
He basically came across and said all white people.
Anybody can be
Fundamentally is a
He
Christian.
said Nazism is a
What
Christian
a Nazi
ideology.
is.
Defend that, you loser.
What a Nazi
Christians
is someone that only
believe
brings-
in,
uses God,
You're a loser.
God,
his
and you
views are
justify
so
their
extreme.
genocide and
Wow.
hatred
He
of the
follows the
world.
Christian belief of hating Muslims.
Whoa. He's got you on camera saying that Christians fundamentally believe in hating Muslims.
Bob the Destroyer does.
Wow.
Christians.
No, you said Christians. You said the Christian belief.
Not all Christians.
You said the Christian belief. And you
decency about them.
said it was a
but
Christian-
you
Oh.
definitely don't bring that to this
But you
part.
did say it was a Christian.
You said it was a Christian belief. And you associate it with Nazism.
You can always even take that comment back. You did say it was a Christian belief to hate Nazis, and that's why
To hate Muslims.
You said Steve, or pseudo-atheist Steve, was a Christian because even though he was an atheist, because he has the Christian belief of hating Muslims.
So the Steve.
He's got that on video. Just show me.
Yeah. So
But is that,
Yeah.
is that a Christian belief? That's all I was asking.
he uses religion like you use religion to
You don't know
justify
how I use
hatred.
religion.
What you
You have
don't
no
use
idea.
religion as
But
is to bring
instead
love
of diverting,
and peace
instead
to
of
each
diverting, just
community
answer
and to
that
each
question.
religion.
Just
That's
answer
what
that
you
question.
do. And
Just
then
answer that
it.
question. You can. I say
You
many
like to
things.
shout, don't you?
Listen!
You get very agitated,
Listen
don't
to
you?
me.
for a
Mate,
young
you
man?
shout, you shout,
You're
and you
going to have
scream.
a heart attack if you don't look at
In the midst
yourself.
of a debate, we
Don't
can,
run
Be
away from the
careful.
truth.
in the
Deviating.
midst of
Yeah, I'm running away. That's what I'm doing.
Where do you have a stick?
Here, I'm running away.
Says Ms. Watt.
I'm not runaway
that's
Bob.
fair enough.
Remember, runaway Bob always runs away.
So, in the heat of a debate, we can say things accidentally. I've said accidental things. I'm sure you've said accidental. So, was it a mistake when you said it was a Christian belief to hate Muslims?
Answer!
Bob the Destroyer.
Oh wow!
Not Bob the
You're not
Destroyer.
gonna say yes, are you?
No. Christian belief.
Am I allowed to speak?
Go on,
or
go
what?
on. Yeah.
I got
Literally,
this-
you just have to say
I got
yes.
this nutcase screaming at me.
Just say yes to what he asked
And then
you.
I got you screaming
Just
at me.
say yes.
And I can't speak because you keep interrupting.
Just say yes.
If you shut up for one moment,
Go on
I
then.
can
Go on then.
speak.
Come on. I'm giving him a
Ask the
chance
question.
to say yes. Here we go.
You're giving me a chance
Go
to
on.
say yes by talking
Okay.
over me.
Come on then. Come on.
All right. Are you two capable?
Hurry up!
Come on.
Are you two capable of shutting up?
Hurry up!
Just say it.
5 minutes?
Answer!
Are you two capable of shutting up for 5 minutes? All right. You're showing some dignity and decency. The question.
The question, you said it was a Christian belief to hate Muslims. And I'm asking, was that a slip of the tongue in the heat of a debate, or do you stand by that statement?
What I believe is people like pseudo-atheist Steve, Bob the Destroyer, uses religion, their religion is Christianity, to justify hatred of Muslims and Jewish people. They despise Jewish people just as much as they despise Muslim people.
So was it a mistake?
That sounds like. Notice how he avoided the question. He avoided the question.
You're talking about two people, and you said Steve was a Christian.
Both of them the same
Yeah, you said
people.
Steve was an atheist, but he was a Christian because he had the Christian belief of hating Muslims. And so all I'm asking, was
He
that
uses-
a slip of the tongue?
He
Or do you
uses
think-
Christianity
Listen!
as hatred.
So do you accept the Christian?
That's what I'm
do you-
said,
Do
and
you
that's what
agree
I'm
with?
saying now.
Can you agree with this statement? It is not a Christian belief to hate Muslims.
It's not religion. Religion is not to hate. People will always use religion now as an excuse to hate people. And that's not what your religions, Jewish, Christian or Muslim, should ever be used. And when people like him,
Because it doesn't teach it, right?
Pseudo-atheist Steve, come along and use their religion to justify hatred of human beings and murder of those human beings.
We hate the ideology,
That
not the human being,
is
you
what
loser.
Nazism
Liar.
is.
We hate
and
the
that
ideology,
what
which is Islam
a
and Sharia
psychopath
law.
does.
We don't hate
Don't
individuals.
follow psychopaths.
Loser.
Don't follow psychopaths.
I'm
Be
Follow the
a
decency,
lying
humanity,
loser.
and your religious leaders that demonstrate humanity. Follow that, embrace that, and worship it.
I'm an Orthodox Jew. I don't
Allegedly.
follow
Yeah,
Christianity. I will happily state now, and I just want to hear you say the same thing. Christianity does not teach Christians to hate Muslims.
Religion-
It is
Listen!
not a Christian belief.
Religion
Can you say
does
the
not
same
teach
thing?
Listen!
Can you say the same thing?
Any religion,
No, but
Christian,
instead of
Jewish, Muslim,
instead of all
doesn't
lives
teach
mattering,
hatred.
instead of all lives mattering,
But
can you
people,
state?
Listen!
and your religious leaders will always use.
He won't answer the
religion.
question
won't answer the
because he
question.
does
I've
believe
answered it.
this.
You're a coward.
I've answered it. I'm a coward.
Listen.
Stood in front of
Listen.
stood in
Listen!
front of a
Answer it.
monstrous
Listen,
beast as you're
listen.
demonstrating.
Answer his question.
show some
Answer his
decency.
question.
Show some decency and some decorum.
Stop doing the Michael Jackson.
Try to remember.
Stop dancing.
Try to remember
Listen.
you're a Christian.
Listen.
Try to remember
Listen
that.
to a Jew.
Do you think Jesus
Listen.
will do this? Is this is he
Stop
demonstrating
playing
what
for the
Jesus
crowd.
is? Is
Stop-
he
Soul
You are not
performer,
that
soul
guy.
drama.
All
Or
drama.
Bad
is he
acting.
demonstrating
Stop playing to
what
the
a
crowd.
lack of
You
humanity
loser.
is? What a lack of
Now listen,
humanity.
listen.
Which one is he demonstrating?
Play
ladies
to the
and
crowd.
gentlemen?
You
Is he
loser.
demonstrating
You're a
Jesus?
loser.
Or is he demonstrating a lack
you
of humanity?
trash.
Just
Listen,
like
listen.
Bob
You're
the
demonstrating
Destroyer.
an idiot.
Just
Yeah,
like
you're an idiot.
pseudo-atheist Steve.
You're
Which one do
demonstrating the
you
lack
think
of
he's
having
demonstrating?
a decent conversation.
Does this sound like
You
Jesus?
cannot have a decent conversation, you
Does it
loser.
sound like Jesus? Or does it sound like a man
believe in
that
Jesus?
lacks
You believe in
humanity?
Jesus?
Which one? I think we've answered that question.
You haven't answered any questions.
no.
For everyone who's just joined, I was in a debate with him a few months ago, and he said that there was an atheist who he described
Pseudo-atheist Steve.
as being a Christian, and I asked, how is he a Christian if he doesn't believe in God? I'm an Orthodox Jew, not Christian, not Muslim, Jewish. I said, how is he a Christian if he doesn't believe in God?
Yeah.
And he responded, he has the Christian belief of hating Muslims, which I challenge. I don't
No.
believe it's a Christian belief.
Exactly.
And so all I'm
Exactly.
asking him
That's
to
not
do,
true.
all I'm asking
He
him
showed
to
me the
do
video.
That's
is-
the
We
framework.
got the
I've got
video.
it.
He's got the
Put it
video.
on the screen.
I've literally got the video. I can show anybody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's showed me the video.
Love and understanding
look so
and peace.
ridiculous,
but
bro.
he uses that framework to justify
the
hatred,
end of this debate, I'll
war,
put it on the
and
screen, don't worry.
murder. That's what pseudo-atheist
And
Steve
so all
does.
we're asking him to
And that's
do,
what
Yeah.
Bob-
and notice
that's
how he
what
doesn't do
Bob
it.
the
As a
Destroyer
Jew, I can happily
Do not
say
let people
it is
use
not
the
a
Jewish
Christian
faith,
belief
the Christian
to
faith,
hate
or
Muslims.
your
Thank you.
right
For
Thank
one,
you.
Yeah.
passionately
Islam
drive
came long after
hatred
Jesus,
and
so how
war.
would Jesus have taught to hate
Not
Muslims?
let
Exactly.
Exactly.
not let
Exactly.
psychopaths
You loser.
dominate your religion.
You're a loser, bro.
Is that Jesus
You have
speaking?
no context.
Is that Jesus
You cannot have a
speaking?
conversation with someone.
Or is that just a man lacking humanity speaking?
Blah, 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 blah.
Is that what Jesus
That's
says in
it.
the Bible? Are you quoting the Bible?
That's I knew it was like,
Yeah, that's all right.
Blah,
Are you
blah.
quoting the Bible? Is that quoting the Bible?
I know you're performing. I know you're talking.
Yeah.
Just simply.
By
can you-
performing, what you mean is talking the truth. Design the Bible.
And not
Yes or
answering
no?
questions.
Just-
What's
You are not
what's
answering
blah
questions.
blah
Answering
blah?
questions.
All I've asked
In the
is one thing.
Bible.
All
I
I've
don't think
asked.
Jesus actually did blah 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 to people.
You're doing blah 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 to people.
Oh, do you
That's
not-
all you're doing.
You may have not read the
statement.
Bible, and that makes perfect sense.
All we're
And
asking
you
is one
clearly have never
statement.
read the Bible. That makes
Just-
perfect sense.
We're asking you one. Just repeat one thing. Christianity does not teach hating Muslims.
Correct.
Wow! Wow! Finally! Finally! Finally!
Bob the Destroyer, Big T, Hattoon, uses religion to justify murder and rape.
Prove it!
of human
Prove it!
beings.
Prove it! Show me one video.
Prove so.
Show me one video.
I'm interested. You mentioned a lot of. You mentioned Shia Muslims, Christians, atheists. Are there any Sunni Muslims?
It's in your Quran. The Solomon Gomorrah is in your Quran. I could just you confirm you're disproving your own Quran. You're disproving your own Quran. All right, then I will show it from the Quran. You want me to do that?
Show it.
Kill everyone except the
Is Sodom and Gomorrah in your Quran? 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 Is the flood in your Quran? Answer.
Are you saying it's
He
wrong?
doesn't
to
know his
kill
own religion.
people?
He doesn't know his own
Are
religion.
you saying it's wrong to kill
Just-
people
just-
that are not saying religion?
I'm dealing with this man.
Because if you are, then you're a
You're
hypocrite.
condemning your own Quran.
You're saying it's
You're a
wrong.
hypocrite.
That makes you a
Apparently you're
hypocrite.
killing
Oh, about killing
Thank you for
people.
showing some decency.
Oh.
I'm glad you've quietened down and showing
Just
some
why is with a
decency.
stick? Why do you have a stick?
Well done, well done.
We'll batter you.
Is that what Jesus
Right.
says?
There you go, there you go, there you go.
Jesus
Go on then,
says
go on then,
we're gonna batter
go on
you.
then, go on then. Tell me that Sodom and Gomorrah and the flood is not in the Quran. You're Numbers 7. Wait, just have a look. You're referring to Numbers 31:18. I know, I've already read of it. I've already read it.
Are you ashamed of it?
Now read.
So,
Are you ashamed of it?
Is this bad?
You
Is
should
this
be
bad?
ashamed
Is
of
this
it.
bad?
Murder
Is it bad?
Do you condemn it?
Tell me, is it bad?
Any religious
Is it bad?
text that justifies religion.
Sodom and Gomorrah
You should
and the
be
flood.
ashamed of
God
it.
destroyed all
You
people in Sodom and
should be
Gomorrah.
ashamed.
God destroyed everyone in Sodom and Gomorrah. It's in your Quran. You've condemned your
Are you
own
ashamed
book.
of what God says
What a
then
foolish
about
man
murdering
who
people?
condemns his own religion.
Are you ashamed? You hang your head in shame.
I will show you this.
You show
He wants to know it. Anyone here can Google Sodom and Gomorrah in the Quran. Anyone here, go Google it on your phones.
Are you ashamed?
You foolish
God
man.
says it's okay to
You
murder
foolish
people?
man.
Are you ashamed?
Have you got
of
it?
that?
Read that one.
You should be
Oh.
ashamed.
But they
Any
changed. To
religious
accept
text
Islam, you have to
that
put it by the
justifies
change.
murder of other human beings.
Can you find for
should be
me?
ashamed
Find for me
of
where
that.
Sodom and Gomorrah
But
is in the
you
Quran.
can
If you want, that'd be
rewrite your
better.
religious
You
text.
cannot attack the Christian
can
belief
rewrite
if
them.
it is affirmed in your own book. That is hypocritical and it
Religions can be
destroys your own
rewritten,
religion.
Not to justify murder and hatred, that attitude
No one's talking about
enhance
murder and hatred,
humanity
Dust.
and community.
To
bring
all I wanted
Muslims
was to hear
into
you
Islam.
say you made a
You're going to
mistake when
chain
you
them
said
by their necks.
Christianity
Quran
teaches
40,
hate.
71,
That's all I'm
72.
here
Just read
for.
this bit.
Yeah,
So
you said you made a
bring
mistake. So that's
people
fine.
into Islam, you're going to chain them by the necks.
40, 71, 72.
So,
Man.
your religious text can be rewritten.
What are you
and
on
it can
about,
be
Dust?
written
What are you on about?
Not to justify murdering other human beings.
Is that what
In
they say?
fact,
Is that what they
to
say?
embrace and understand other human beings.
I don't think you've ever
And I
read a religious
recommend-
book, Dust.
And I recommend
40, 71,
rewriting
72.
your religious text
Give me a sec.
so that humanity is given the highest order, not the lowest of murder, rape, and other disgusting acts that the
What,
Bible
the-
has in it.
Ah, so the Christian does apparently teach these things, according to you.
No.
You just told us about 10 minutes ago it doesn't
I
teach
said
those
you can
things.
So
rewrite them.
Christianity teaches love and compassion.
Yeah, but
And
where
now
did
you're
all this
saying
murder
it
and rape
teaches
come
murder
from,
and hate.
Dust? It's almost as if you just backflipped.
You're all over the place.
Because he
Oh.
just showed me a text.
Oh, and you just went, oh, all right then.
Which you
Oh, there
said
we are
was
then.
true. Which you said was true.
But did you read it, Dust?
Just for the camera, 30
You said
seconds.
that was true.
Literally 3 minutes ago, he
Yeah.
said Christianity teaches love and compassion. And someone pulled up a screen which he barely read, and after 15 seconds, he then condemned all of Christianity. The entire book said it needs to be written.
No,
Said
I condemn
the Torah
anything
needs to
that
be
justifies.
written because it's hateful.
Do you think it's good to have religious work with hatred in it?
So
Do you think it's good to have religious works with hatred in
define
it?
hatred. Define hatred.
Like you do, Dust.
Murder in it. Justifying
Would you say like
genocide.
Oh, you do, man.
Justifying the
Condemning billions
apocalypse.
of people?
Justifying the Holocaust. Is that
What?
good or bad?
Why are we talking about the Holocaust?
Is it good or bad?
So the Jewish scripture
Is it good or
justifies
bad?
the Holocaust. Is that
No,
what we're
you
saying?
can't answer a simple question.
What
No,
are you saying?
you can't answer
What
a
are you
simple
saying?
All over the place,
question.
bro.
So ask the question and I'll answer. Sorry. And let's not shout. Let's calm down. Let's have a nice conversation.
Should
Yeah.
any religious
Peter
text justify dehumanizing and murder of people? Any religious text? Yes or no?
So murdering people, I don't think any text should justify murdering people.
If you're not the right religion, then you get
And
murdered.
would you
In
say
what-
there's a
in what
distinction,
religion?
Dust, would you say there's a distinction between murder
So
and
you're saying as a human being,
Would you say there's a difference
And a
between
man of
murder and taking a
religion,
life?
are you
so,
saying-
so I'm trying to answer your question. We're trying to have a calm conversation. I would say, for instance, the war that's currently raging in Ukraine, there will be instances, yes, where killing is justified. In Syria, in any conflict zone, there are instances.
well, let me finish.
In Israel and between Israelis and Palestinians, I would say there are instances on both sides where killing is justified. Yes, I would say in times of conflict, depending who is defending who, there is justification for killing. I'm not a pacifist. I think pacifism is cowardice. And I'll give you an example. If you see an elderly lady getting beaten up by a group of thugs, and you say, I don't believe in violence, I'm going to turn around and walk the other way,
Yeah, no-
I'd say that's cowardice.
Yeah, nobody
And so-
agrees with that. Just to
all I'm-
clarify that,
so all
as
I'm
an
saying-
example, nobody
in
would turn a
all-
blind eye
in-
to that.
in mo-
So that's a ridiculous, ridiculous
Just allow me to answer. In the Quran,
What's my-
in the Old Testament, in most scripture, you will find instances of killing. Now, if you read that text out of context,
Heaven
without
forbid.
the knowledge of what's going on. So, for instance, if I were to read the Quran and say, strike the neck of the disbelievers, it's talking about disbelievers in this park today, you would tell me I'm reading that out of context, yes?
Let him finish.
Yeah, exactly.
Just make
so
a
I'm saying
statement.
it's the same with the what we call
Make
the
a
Torah,
statement.
what my brothers call the Old Testament. So there are verses in there which, if taken out of context, can be very easily spun to say it justifies murder, it justifies killing. So
Let him finish. Just make your statement
So all
and
I-
don't encourage the crowd with a question. Make your statement.
my statement is very simple.
I'm listening, jokes.
You said, do these religious books justify murder? And I say, no, they don't. I would say in the Old Testament, the Torah, in the Quran, they don't justify murder. They justify killing in certain circumstances.
So when God asked one of his disciples to kill his son, and this disciple took his son to the mountain.
do you know who that is, by the way? Can you name the names?
Took him
Just
to
because
the
you're talking about
mountaintop.
it.
Took him to the mountain.
Who was this disciple
Took
of
him to
God?
the-
Because that's not how we talk about it in Judaism.
It's a weird way
Took
of
him to
saying
the
it,
mountain
right?
top, and this disciple was going to murder his own son. Is that correct?
Do you know who that disciple was, or who the son was?
Is
Just
it
out of
correct?
curiosity, because just to understand. So I
Oh
understand.
yeah, you focus on the immaterial
So,
because when conversations get serious,
I just want to know.
you
am I
avoid this serious.
No, I'm going to answer you. I just want
So
to know. Am I
answer it
speaking?
then
I
without
want to know if I'm
being
speaking to
pathetic.
somebody serious, so I know how to. What level
If
to
a
pitch my
disciple
answer.
takes their
I
child,
think he's expert
I'm gonna
level.
murder it, yes or
Dust,
no?
I'm
Should he
good-
murder a
Dust,
child
Dust,
because God
Dust,
says?
I'm good-
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Dust.
Yes or
Just
no?
allow me
If
to-
God says murder your child, is that good? Is that good?
When you
Should
finish,
he do it?
When you finish shouting at everybody,
You're
I'll
going to
answer.
say no,
Your
aren't you?
grandson.
Are you finished?
You're going to say no.
So
I hope so, because it's embarrassing if you
you're
don't.
familiar with the story, yeah?
Yes or no? Should anyone murder their son because God said so?
Can I answer, Dust?
Do it. Oh, now.
Dust, Dust.
Now we're moaning
It's all
about.
on camera.
Now
I give
we're
you the courtesy
moaning.
to answer.
Oh,
all
he
the-
doesn't answer. Now I'm getting.
Okay.
Now he's saying all
When you're
that.
finished, I'll answer. Are you finished? Yeah? Can I talk? Or do you want to keep shouting? Okay, I can talk. So, during that period, child sacrifice was rife. And yes, it was. I mean,
that's-
Why are you laughing?
aware,
Why are you
Benjamin?
laughing?
Are you,
Why is that
Is
funny?
that good or bad?
It's bad.
Bad.
This is the whole-
That's a whole.
lesson.
If you've ever read the Torah or you've read the Tanakh, you'll know all of that.
Murder your child. That is bad. You answered the question. Thank you very much.
Okay, I know you feel it. Can I continue speaking, or do you want to dominate the conversation with your
Well, I
ranting?
do have a tendency of domination. But occasionally I can restrain
Okay, so
myself.
please
Alright.
restrain yourself.
But thank you
please.
for answering the question that
Okay.
God is bad, telling a man to murder his child.
Please.
Because that is disgusting.
So, what the moral of the story is that other religions in the surrounding area, their gods, which we would consider to be false gods, not real gods, commanded child sacrifice. Judaism came along and it said, you can have that same level of devotion, but your God does not want this. And that's why, if you are aware of the story, God does not tell him to sacrifice his son. It's the opposite. He says, I don't want child sacrifice. We are not one of these pagan religions. We worship God in a different way, not through the slaughter of children. That's the moral of the story. And that's why I asked you if you knew who was involved in it. And the reason I asked who were the names of the son is because Islam teaches the same thing, but it switches the names of the son because the individual has two children. Now, I'm going to give you his homework to go away, read the story, come back to me next week and tell me,
It's irrelevant the name.
tell me who we're talking about.
It's irrelevant names. What's relevant?
Well, it's
is
very
when a
relevant
God
because you're talking to
orders
Muslims,
you
Jews and
murder
Christians.
someone. That's the only relevant thing here. Try and stay focused on the ethics of life rather
just
than
did.
pedantic. Being
How's that pedantic?
does not help anyone.
He's just giving you
And
context.
on that note, I'm going to depart ever so slightly.
Oh no.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad you've all been entertained. Hope you learned something, that murdering children is bad. And if God said so,
That's what you
don't do
learned,
it.
then. What an incredible teacher.
So it's-
That's an amazing, we say a new piece of information.
It's amazing that in the 21st century, I still have to point that out.
Yeah, because you're surrounded by child murderers. On the weekend, all of us all go away and murder children. And had you
Only on
not come here and
Thursdays.
enlightened us,
I know, if it wasn't for me, you'd be all at it, you crazy little monkeys.
Okay. Interesting use. Okay.
yeah, interesting use of.
Yeah. I'm not going to say anything about that one.
Crazy little kids.
Okay. Have a nice day, Dust.
Is that sincere?
Yeah, of course. I do generally want you to have a nice day. Yeah. I don't hate you. I want the
I
best for
don't
you.
hate you.
No, he doesn't hate you either.
I'm glad to hear it. Having
Good.
to announce it does make me suspicious.
I don't know what I can do, Dust. I mean,
Nice, you said, have a nice day.
all right. I guess that's enough. That was very fun.
The guy is literally, it's so bizarre because he's kind of sided with every wronging in the past in this condemnation of Shia Islam, Christianity and Judaism.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting.
I can't tell if he's having a very particular belief that he's trying to work through, but not in an explicit way. As in he's trying to sort of mask what he's doing, but just
I think he's.
I don't know, or
quite
maybe
far
he's just
down
not there.
The left, no, I think there's a bit of that, but I think he's quite far down
The left wing.
leftist
Right, I
rabbit
see.
hole
I see.
and is completely oblivious to.
yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I think that's.
Which is because if you come here long enough, you hear a lot of counter arguments.
You hear a lot of
counter arguments of the positions he holds.
Yes.
You think you maybe develop a little nuance.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, all I really know of him, I had one chat with him, and I was very polite with him, and he literally said nothing of substance. And I watched it back many times and realised that he never said anything that was even slightly controversial.